I mean, it would be nice to be invisible.
I'd love to hearth.
You know, to jump 30, 50 feet in front of me.
Pant someone and hearth out.
To ride a giant dinosaur.
How sick would that be to be a lock? Death coil. What the are you gonna do?
If they're like, yo, okay, we got that guy down. Have you seen his room lately?
If you play WoW, it has to be your life, otherwise you're just like, just a little nooblet.
What you should have done was gotten Ben to do it.
Dad bought him a watch because he wouldn't come out.
Being antisocial does not have anything to do with playing the game of World of Warcraft. There are people who ruin their lives because all they do is game, but there are people who make their lives off of just gaming.
Don't hit the camera.
Joshua!
He was a huge jerk.
When it comes to disabilities, I feel like I can find ways to communicate, and I think they feel very relaxed around me and that they could be themselves.
There was something different about him.
In this line of work, you kind of have to put yourself in their place. Like, you have to think, if I couldn't communicate, what would I do?
9, 10.
That's why I want you to see Dr. Green. She specializes in these kinds of situations.
Specialist, huh?
Well, he speaks very highly of her. At least he thinks it may just be a developmental hurdle.
Well, I guess we'll just have to stay positive, won't we? Keep a good mindset.
The greed of some people led to this Armageddon.
God is the reason we're still alive.
But people have been asking the same stupid question for 100 years.
Extreme right-wing Christians are just as much to blame for this Armageddon.
I blame both of you. I mean, look at you three. You two are still arguing like you're back in Israel or Palestine, as if they still existed.
If only they could see the world now.
How long do we want this thing to take? My name is Maurice Treback, veteran of World War II.
To begin with, when I was 18, I went down to enlist.
Grandma and I were dating at that time.
We grew up in the same neighborhood, around the corner from each other on the same block.
We actually know each other since we're about 7 years old.
Hey, where'd this come from?
Found it in the basement.
Laszlo Torbagi, certified clock master.
I have a clock I'd like to bring in for repair. Torbagi.
Torbagi disappeared in 1985.
Jordan?
Said he had become rather obsessive about his clocks.
Typecast as circus geeks.
The only place people see unicycling is clowns and, in cartoons, and it's never really taken seriously.
We don't do it for performance to be silly. That's the difference.
A unicyclist can do all the things a bike trials rider can ride, and more. It's really starting to build into a major sport.
It's more than just a lifestyle, it's almost bordering on an obsession.
do realize this is legally impossible in the state of Virginia.
I mean, there's absolutely no way.
Out of here, no one wants to see that.
Where you gone? Let the world spin by.
Things will change one day.
Arranged marriage is when...
I think arranged marriages are...
when your parents find a spouse for you.
Hello? Hi, Patrick. I'm making a movie about my friend who's getting out of jail soon.
Please get off my property.
Thought this was the right car. I ended up, you know, selling some drugs. Kids wanted it. I had it. Why not? You know, in jail, man, I came up with a bit of a plan for him, you know?
Sorry, it's right. Yeah. Whoa. Dude, these knives can cut through pennies.
It's actually the scissors that do that.
You guys know each other?
I don't like green tea!
Mojai avas do! Is God talking to you through your GPS?
I don't believe in God. But yeah, maybe.
Want to know how one becomes a world-class opera star? Then listen to Margaret Tynes.
I love Verdi. Salome was supposed to have been sexy, and I must have overdone it. Oh, Carmen.
The Girl with Veins of Fire. 92 years old and still going strong.
This is the beginnings of me really starting to become the person that I've always wanted to be.
I believe he likes to be the center of attention. And why he wants to be the center of attention, I don't know.
When Timmy walks into the house, he makes it known, I'm here!
He's got this great energy that I think really kind of makes him stand out in a room.
He has a sort of a zest for life. He runs with it.
I'm not the funniest guy in the world. I am not. I'm just a guy that really enjoys it.
I walk among monsters, beasts which soil the name of man, seduced by the pursuit of a pinnacle. With a harlot on his side, he walks into the darkness, absent of supreme guidance. To deliver them from evil, I am a firm believer in the people. If given the truth, they can be depended upon to meet any national crisis. The great point is to bring them the real facts. Abraham Lincoln. Unfortunately, the real facts that matter are right in front of our faces. There are over 15,000 men and women who are homeless in the Northern Virginia and Washington, D.C. area. This national crisis lives and breathes in our backyard.
Thank you.
Imagine marching band, take the drums out of there, put them in a gym, and take some of the pit instruments, put them in the gym, put on something a little bit more appropriate for what they're doing in their show, and then play some music.
Visible.
They're like, you.
Otherwise, you're just like.
People doesn't do with playing the game. All they do is game. People who make their off gaming.
Don't hit the camera.
Like. Something different about it.